I'm going to go sit down and let's listen to Aaron Smith.
Thank you. Come on in. Too cold out there. All aboard the SS Good Time cruise line. It's about time to cast off. Leave your baggage on the shore. You don't need it anymore. No blues allowed. No blues allowed. The SS Good Time ain't like any kind of ship you've seen before. It's always ready when you are. It don't need water for to float. It don't need gas for it to go. Just a few folks are having fun in the sun or underneath the stars. Come as you are. Climb aboard, climb aboard, climb aboard and have yourself a ball. If you're staving off a breakdown with a song about hanging out and being loud, well, you're in good company. 'Cause someday I'm letting go and nobody can bring me down. I might even have a drink. All booze allowed. All booze allowed. Climb aboard, climb aboard, climb aboard and have yourself a ball. Climb aboard, climb aboard, climb aboard and have yourself a ball. Climb aboard, climb aboard, climb aboard and have yourself a ball. Climb aboard, climb aboard, climb aboard and have yourself a ball. Grab a friend and board the SS Good Time. There ain't no line to wait in. It'd take you where you wanna go if you're feeling low. thanks for coming. It is freezing cold outside. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to brave it, but I'm glad you all did. It's made me perfectly jittery up here, and I love it. I feel it coursing through me. Thank you. I feel good. We're talking about stuff over COVID, and there was a bunch of us living at our mom and dad's house during the season. And I think everybody got a little stir crazy, so we were all looking for something to do. And my brother Nicholas, who marched trumpet in the marching band, he is like the engineer of the entire family. I said, if there's a guy, you need a guy for something, he's your guy. He can do it. So we put him as the brain spearheading this project to build a big retaining wall in mom and dad's backyard. And we made a garden in front of it. And I dubbed it the Tiger Lily Pen because we just dug up tons of tiger lilies out of the ground. And we put all the dirt back so they grew back. And I wrote this song about building the retaining wall in the backyard. Took a loader to the backyard, dug out a piece of hillside, shovels by the tens and Grandpa watching with a grin. Mom standing on the screen porch, crossing her arms and wondering how she ever let this bunch of boys tear up the yard again. 6 a.m. came like a dump truck when they dropped the block and hauled off. My brother called me up and said, y'all better get to work. 57 grit and a mallet, walking across some pallets, set over mud and dusty crud to level on the dirt. Halfway done since the beginning, and that won't ever change. 2 steps that we figure out means 2 more to explain. And this wall will be the envy of all the neighbors' kin, 'cause it ain't being built for keeping people out or in. Stacking high and hiding clay pipe, sweating in the daylight, getting hollered at by Rodney's dog who barks and barks and barks, just trying to plot a pretty spot for gardens yet to sow, and then plant a seed and tame a weed in a tiger lily pen. Well, halfway done since the beginning, and that won't ever change. 2 steps that we figure out means 2 more to explain. And this wall will be the envy of all the neighbors' kin, 'cause it ain't being built for keeping people out or in. Now it's almost October, and this project should be over. But we'll have one if we get it done by the time that it gets cold. And maybe in the springtime, we'll see what we can grow. Actually, we played this song here over at the tap room one time. We got to this part. It was dead quiet, and somebody out in the crowd is like, it ain't over yet. It ain't over. So it ain't over. If this damn wall don't decide to fall and leave us just to know, and halfway done since the beginning, and that won't ever change. 2 steps that we figure out means 2 more to explain. And this wall will be the envy of all the neighbors' kin, 'cause it ain't being built for keeping people out or in. No, it ain't being built for keeping people out or in. Thank you. That cracked me up. It ain't over. Everybody shut up. Yeah, and it was right down the street. I feel like I had to tell you guys that. I like all sorts of songs. I like all sorts of music. I like rock and roll, and I like country music, and I have a deep love for cowboy songs. I don't know many of them, but I wrote this one after a brief trip to my first trip to Mexico. Early one morning, I saddled old Daisy, rode across the border and into the sun, bound for the coast where I used to know a woman who'd sit with me by the ocean. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, get along, little Daisy. Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, we've only begun. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, days wasted. Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, on the trails I rode. This woman I'd known since I was a young'un. We'd roll in the haystacks of her father's barn. Sooner than not, we both tied the knot, and a happier ending had never seen dawn. Then we took to traveling way out in the world to see what all there is to see. What brought us to Mexico, I'm sure I don't know, but all that I saw was a sad tragedy. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, get along, little Daisy. Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, the heat's on the rise. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, days are wasted. Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, on the trails I rode. A litter of outlaws tracked us to the coast, using the saguaro to keep out of sight. They came upon us with irons and steel to take what we had and make off in the night. But a cowboy I am, so I made a stand and fought for the life of my love. But not everything works out like a dream, and they sent my woman to the heavens above. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, get along, little Daisy. Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, the sun's about set. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, days are wasted. Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, on the trails I rode. Now every year I make this old trek to where it all happened, way down on the coast, to pay my respects to my love now at rest, hoping them faces of outlaws will show. And revenge ain't the mark of a good man, I know, but I can't let this go undone. Yet here I stand on a beach all alone. I guess I'll go home and try next round the sun. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, get along, little Daisy. Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, let the moon be our guide. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, days are wasted. Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, on the trails I rode. Thank you. Yeah, and selfishly, I always just wanted to sing Whoopie Tie Yay in a song that I wrote. I've just been calling this song Questions. I have a lot of questions about a lot of things. How much of my life is really mine? Do I even know the things I like, or just like what other people like, because I like them most of the time? How much of my life is really mine? How much living do I really do? Cool song. Do I do the things I do because it's what I want to, or because someone needs me to? How much living do I really do? Does what I have to say matter at all? Lately when I talk, it seems like my ideas ain't good at all, or like I'm talking to a brick wall. Does what I have to say matter at all? Do I make any of my own choices? Voices left and right giving directions and day and night, telling me what's good or bad or wrong or right. Do I disagree out of spite? Is what I think about hold any weight, or is it weighing me down, keeping me from gaining any ground? If I was ever getting anywhere in the first place, is what I think about hold any weight? Will the answers come from deep inside, or will I need the Lord above and all the folks that I know of to answer all these questions on my mind? Or do I just keep asking in the meantime? How much of my life is really mine? Do I even know the things I like, or just like what other people like, because I like them most of the time? How much of my life is really mine? Thank you. Me and Jordan Allen is coming up next. If you guys don't know him, he's going to be great. We've been pals for a little while now, and we were talking about writing songs on the way up here from Lexington, and how lots of the good ones I think we end up liking kind of just come usually within like a day. Like you'll have it done in a day, or you'll have an idea and then come back to it, and like in a day you'll have the rest of the song. And I feel like that's kind of how this one came about. I was laying in bed one night and I just had the thought that I was a rusty screwdriver. Yeah, and I finished this song the next day. It's called Tool in the Belt. I'm a rusty screwdriver, nothing fancy about me. Don't move too fast, ain't got no battery pack, no electricity. But I work when the work needs getting done. I'm old, reliable, just to pick me up and point me where I need to go. Go ahead and set me to it. Gotta get a move on. If there's a job, I'll do it. That's what I'm for. I can't make any handyman handy, but I sure can help. I'm used to getting used and a little bit abused. I'm just another tool in the belt. There it is. I'm a trusty old pocket knife, good for when you're in a pinch. When you need a little edge in life, I'm the one they recommend. Always at your side and never hard to reach. I'm ready whenever and there for whatever you need. Go ahead and set me to it. Gotta get a move on. If there's a job, I'll do it. That's what I'm for. I can't make any handyman handy, but I sure can help. Now, I'm used to getting used and a little bit abused. I'm just another tool in the belt. And sometimes you gotta put me down. Steely veins in a head like a train when I roll into town. You can count on me when you're gonna need just a little extra push. Just get a grip and don't slip and nail it in until she's feeling good. Go ahead and set me to it. Gotta get a move on. If there's a job, I'll do it. That's what I'm for. I can't make any handyman handy, but I sure can help. I'm used to getting used and a little bit abused. I'm just another tool in a belt. I can't make any handyman handy, but I sure can help. I'm just another tool in the belt. Thank you. Thank you. Rusty screwdriver. How much time do I have? Forever? Cool. Yeah. I wrote this song. It basically came out being a hymn from a hymnal. And all hymnals have numbers. And the only jersey number I ever had was 29. It's my birthday. And this is my Little League number. And I needed a third one to complete, the three. So this is called Hymn 29. There's a hole in my heart for a reason, a whole lot of emptiness, and I've tried it to fill with possessions, but still my soul can get no rest. So I take my troubles to the rugged and to the dear Savior I say, there's a hole in my heart for a reason, and without you right there, it will stay. There's a sickness in me for a reason, a sickness that lingers all day. And I've tried it to purge with actions absurd, but nothing can send it away. So I take my troubles to the rugged and to the dear Savior I say, there's a sickness in me for a reason, and without you right there, it will stay. But there's light to be shown when I stop digging holes and reach for the surface to breathe. For in that heavenly air, no afflictions are there, and loneliness won't And to the dear Savior I say, fill the holes in my heart, and my sickness depart. For without you right there, it will stay. Send my sorrows and sickness away. Thank you all. Thank you. And another COVID song. Not about walls. You can't have too many songs about walls. This song is called Vacation. Everybody needs a little vacation. Being out of work ain't been no fun. It ain't been no relaxation. Trying to make a buck and get to nothing done. Used to drive all day and play until the sunrise. A young man's game, I'm still one I know. Gotta make time for where you wanna go in life. But now I've got the time and know where to go. And Daddy Jordan River says idle hands are the devil's playground. And lately I've been thinking that's true. Look at everybody going crazy. Maybe they're all looking for something to do. We used to go out talking in the daylight. Now we just shout, saying everybody's wrong, freaking out about a world full of bad guys, believing only dealing with them is at the end of a gun. And buddy, tell you something, if you wanna go on a little vacation, you know what you need to do. Start acting with a little more patience. Try being kind and tender-hearted too. Used to go out talking in the daylight. Now we just shout, saying everybody's wrong, freaking out about a world full of bad guys, believing only dealing with them is at the end of a gun. And buddy, tell you something, if you wanna go on a little vacation, You know what you need to do. Start acting with a little more patience. Try being kind and tender-hearted too. Try being kind and tender-hearted too. Try being kind. Try being kind. Try being kind. Try being kind. Thank you all. I think that'll do it for me. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. My name's Aaron Smith. Thank you guys so much.